Hello, hello, beautiful, amazing souls. Thank you all so much for being here with me today on this absolutely beautiful January 17th. And today we are enjoying the beaver, or oh my goodness, what? The beaver, where did that come from? We are enjoying the wolf full moon, thus the cat ears and the we haven't fully decided what Amanda's ears are yet, but they're cute of some kind. So
I don't really know. 3 years.
they're adorable. So if you feel called to bring your inner wolf out tonight and connect with your inner child, today's energy is going to be all about expression and connecting with our inner child, allowing us to have a little bit of play. So as usual, we will start with some gratitude, head into a beautiful inner child healing meditation, and then we will get straight into some messages. So I am so truly grateful for this space to be able to connect with each and every one of you. I'm grateful for TikTok and YouTube for allowing me the space to be able to play. And I'm really grateful for Amanda for always being willing to go on my goofy adventures with gusto and fun. So thank you all. I love you dearly. And a big hello to Becca, Jennifer, and any of my other amazing friends that are in the YouTube chat. Thank you all so much for being here today. And I will pass the talking stick over to Amanda.
Well, we had a massive snowstorm overnight last night and pretty much all of today. So I'm very grateful for snow today because it was magical and awesome. And I'm grateful for my kids, even though they haven't been getting along today, but that's okay. I'm still grateful for them and their magical spiritual energy that they've got going on. And I am grateful for my soul family. And I am just grateful for each and every day, really, at this point, just to have new experiences and be able to make new choices every single day when I wake up.
Yes, I love that, Amanda. I'm so grateful. And a huge shout out to all my amazing soul family on TikTok. If you guys are interested in joining this beautiful meditation and messages space tonight, please do feel free to click the link in my profile and jump over to YouTube. That's where the main chat will be. And hi, Rob. Thanks for joining. You got here just in time for gratitude. And while you get yourself comfortable, because I'm not going to just put you on the spot like that, I want to talk a little bit about the full moon tonight. So today we are, like I said, having a wolf full moon, and all that means is that basically in the Native American time we had this time of year was very common for you to be outside and hear the wolves howling at the moon, and so that is why this beautiful January full moon is coined the wolf full moon. And it is in the sign of Cancer, which is a beautiful water element energy that's going to be really encouraging you to be connected with your emotions. And well, we also have Mercury in retrograde and a few other planets as well. So just some really beautiful energies we're working with and very transformative. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to share with you all. And yeah, Rob, did you want to share any gratitude? Thank you for joining.
Are you playing that? Or...
I'm playing that.
Okay, I was confused because that's the same one I always play. Okay. Yeah, gratitude. I just finished almost an almost 2-hour podcast with Sifu. So lots of gratitude for all that we just went through. And yeah, wolf moon. I actually have a whole wolf on howling tattoo on my ribs, so definitely on that page there. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling this moon to be a lot more than Well, it's only, is this the first, or this is the first full moon of the year, right? Yeah. I'm feeling like I'm on the back in the driver's seat of my train. I've been like riding the sidecar and caboose, and I feel like finally back in the driver's seat. So it's lots of gratitude.
Beautiful. And I will say that, yes, super grateful for Sifu and your amazing chat. I'm sure it was lovely. Check out Rob and Sifu on Instagram. I'll link that down below the video, so if you guys would like to connect with them. And I also want to be able to open up this space for any of my beautiful soul family that is on YouTube right now that would like to be in the Zoom space. We are going to be doing a short meditation, and then we're going to be practicing reading our cards and being encouraged to share community space. So if you would like to join, the Zoom link is in my Discord server, which is listed down below the video, as well as the Paradigm Shift Central Discord server. So yeah, that is all I have on updates. I'm going to say that Becca says they're grateful for the beautiful souls that have my back and allow me the spaces to be myself so freely, and also grateful for changes, even though they can be tough to grow through. Yes, we all have animal ear vibes. Awesome. This is like a sloth onesie. I'm not 100% sure, but got like sloth cat vibes going on, so it's cool. And yes, this full moon is definitely up for anybody that's in the central time zone. The full moon like just peaked an hour ago. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on. I have a prompt / a task for you for your inner child, because like I said, tonight we are going to be working with our inner child. And so a item for you to be able to reflect on for the evening, I task you with now to go and find in your house or somewhere close to you something that is representative or something that you have had since you were a child. This can be whatever age calls to you right now, but just allowing yourself to find something from when you were a child that you still have that can be something that we can utilize to reflect upon tonight. Was that clear? Were those instructions there? Awesome. Okay, cool. So while you take a minute and go find this beautiful item, Amanda and I are going to share what items we have brought and give you all an opportunity to find your item and then reflect on it. And if you're a journaler, then do a little journaling and allow yourself to see when you received this item, what memory is attached to it, why it's meaningful to you, and then the most important part is how you have changed since you've had this item, how you have changed. So for me, I have got my beautiful shell. I don't know if you can see this. It's pretty cute. My shell, I got this my very first trip to the beach. It was Cocoa Beach, Florida, when I was 12 years old. I had never seen the ocean before. I was absolutely astounded. And it was super cold that day, so we couldn't go play, but we did walk along the beach, and I was so lucky to find almost a whole shell. And so this has been a really beautiful memory for me. And how I have transformed since finding this shell. First of all, I have been to the beach a few more times, still absolutely in love. But I have found a beautiful sense of confidence in allowing myself to be the really unique and weird girl that I was when I was 12. And I think that she would be very proud of the way that I express myself today. So super grateful for that. I hope you all have fun finding your items. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can pause the video and give yourself a chance to really reflect upon that. So yeah. All right. I was going to pass it over to Amanda. Are you ready to share your item, Amanda?
Yeah, my kids just decided to hop in at the most opportune time.
Of course.
So this is Boo Boo, and I've had Boo Boo since the day I was born. He is the only thing that has survived every single move that I've made. I still to this day don't understand how he survived every single move that I've made, but I've managed to keep him my whole life. I ripped his mouth off as a kid because he is my secret holder. And if he doesn't have a mouth, he can't tell my secrets. So I made sure that he was able to keep my secrets because my sister used to tease me by saying, oh, well, I'll just hold him up to my ear and he's going to tell me all your secrets. Well, no, he doesn't have a mouth. He can't speak at all. So I no longer have a need to have a secret keeper. I'm actually quite open now and willing to share anything with anybody that asks. And I'm able to actually work through everything that's bothering me and talk it out with people instead of holding it all within him. So yeah, that's why he's special, and that's how I've changed.
I love that, Amanda. Thank you so much for being willing to share your change and your vulnerability. I appreciate it, and I love you for exactly who you are. Rob, do you have an item you want to share? You don't have to. It's okay. You can pass if you want.
Oops. Yeah. I actually, this bandana, it's probably, yeah, the oldest hat / bandana that I have. I have collected many hats and bandanas in my day, and even one of the apartments I moved out of, I lost nearly half of my possessions. And yeah, this has made it through everything, and it's ironically the color that has integrated most in my life with this hat and my other getup. And it's just yeah, lots of gratitude for that. Yeah, I don't know.
How have you changed since you got the bandana?
Well, I don't even remember where I got it, but I probably got it at a festival. And when I originally started going to festivals and things, I was always just a lone wolf, and just for nearly 10 years I was just, going around by myself to different places and experiencing what I was trying to become ultimately, because I was a shy person, so I was trying to conquer all of that and just be more outgoing and connect with random people that I don't know and try to find my soul family. And I'm glad that I've finally made it, and I still have this.
I love that. All right, well, I have one more exercise for our inner children before we move to the meditation space. So we're going to play a game that you all might know as Simon Says, but instead we're going to play Pinoak Says, and it's going to be full moon style. So it'll be short. It's going to be fun. It's for your inner child. Just trust me. If you want to play along with me and you're in the YouTube, you're welcome to do so. But I can only see Amanda and Rob, so. And second calling for anyone that is in the YouTube chat that wants to be on the Zoom link. You're welcome to join at any time. No pressure. That link is there for you guys whenever you would like to join. Okay, so Pinoak Says. So it's going to be the usual game. Is how it works is Pinoak is going to give you an instruction to do something or to grab something. And if I begin with Pinoak Says, then you will do the thing. And if I don't say Pinoak Says, then you don't do the thing. But if you do the thing and I don't say Pinoak Says, you're out. So now that everybody knows the rules, your items that you need to play this game is a glass of water, which you should have with you in my meditation anyways, because we do Reiki, and it's always good to have water when we do Reiki, and it's good for you in all important ways. Okay, also crystal, whichever kind of crystal will work, but just any kind of crystal that you have around you for this full moon ceremony Will do. And finally, if you have a deck of tarot cards or cards of any kind, that's going to be your third item in front of you. Any deck of cards will do, but preferably tarot, since that is what we are working on tonight. Okay, so if you're watching this on the replay, this is your boop, pause and find your items. Okay. Jennifer shared theirs is a stuffed bear too, Baloo from the Jungle Book. He was 5 years old, her security blanket. Now I am beginning to properly heal. I love that, Jennifer. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, let's get started with an easy one. Pinocchio says, put your hands on top of your head. Pinocchio says, grab your water. Pinocchio says, say an affirmation. I'm happy. Drink your water. Okay, you guys did good. Okay, Pinocchio says, put down your water. Pinocchio says, rub your head and pat your belly. Wait, pat your head and rub your belly. Yeah, pat your head and rub your belly. Pinocchio says. Pinocchio says, laugh. Ha 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 ha. Okay, stop patting your head. Pinocchio says, grab your crystal. Make a wish. Pinocchio says, make a wish. Okay, that's it. Pinocchio says, you're all winners. Thank you guys for playing. Okay, now that our inner child is hopefully beautifully satiated, and hopefully we've had a little bit of water in our system, I invite you to go ahead and find a comfortable position. I am going to change the view to speaker so that way everyone can see me.
Okay, but we don't have water because you didn't say Pinocchio said to drink your water.
Oh, I did. Oh, Pinocchio says drink your water. Yes, definitely drink your water. Pinocchio says enjoy the rest of your evening without any need for Pinocchio to tell you how to do so. And I got Jen a couple times. Okay, good. You guys are too good. You guys are too slick. Okay, good. All right. All right, I'm excited. Let's do this. So we are going to, I invite you to utilize your totem item, whatever you used for your inner child, to keep next to you or close to you during this meditation. Rob, you've got yours on, so you're good. And we will allow ourselves to find a comfortable position, walk through a short guided meditation. And in this meditation, we are going to go to the fairy forest and allow ourselves to go on a little adventure. So, like I said, thank you all for being here, and allow yourself to find a comfortable position. And we will begin by taking a nice deep breath in. And release. Breath in. And release. And one final breath in. And release. And inviting you to allow your breath to continue finding a gentle rhythm from the inhale to the exhale. And inviting yourself with each breath to release any tension in your shoulders, down your arms, down your spine, through your legs, and allowing each breath you take to fill your body with a peaceful, loving energy, and each exhale releasing any remaining tension in the body. And I invite you to imagine a beautiful silver light pouring down into the crown of your head as a beautiful lotus flower drinks in the silver energy through your crown, down through the third eye, through the throat, and into the heart, following the spine, through the solar plexus, down through the sacral, and ending at the base of the spine at the root center. And imagining the silver channel of energy moving down through the root and into the earth, allowing these roots to grow strong and steady all the way down to the core of the earth. And inviting you to wrap these roots around the core of the earth in a gentle hug, feeling the love of Mother Gaia, and breathing this love back up to your body with another beautiful breath in. And release. Bringing your awareness now to a grassy field and imagining yourself walking through this grassy field barefoot, feeling the cool blades of grass underneath your feet, and the warm sun on your skin, even a cool breeze moving through your hair. And with each step you take forward, you can begin to imagine a magical forest. And noticing this magical forest is filled with all these amazing crystals and mushrooms and trees of all colors, shapes and sizes. And as you begin to walk towards this forest, you can begin to feel a very light and loving energy surrounding you. And as you get to the place where the field meets the forest, you will notice a fairy creature here to greet you today. This fairy creature has been waiting for you, and they are ready to take you on an adventure into this magical forest today. And so you can begin moving through the forest, noticing any magical details as you walk through. As you walk all the way towards the center of the forest, you will notice a circle of mushrooms. And in this circle of mushrooms, you may notice a younger version of you, your inner child. And allow this to be the age that resembles the item that you brought with you on this meditation today. And as you approach this mushroom circle with your inner child inside, I invite you to step into the circle and hold hands with this younger version of you. And as you do so, you will notice the room beginning to spin and the walls become blurry as you are teleported to the inside of the fairy tree. And now you look at your inner child and you see them in their true expression. And just noticing what that may be like in this moment as they take your hand and they show you to their very safe, sacred place within this beautiful fairy tree. And as this beautiful, innocent child before you brings you towards their sacred space, you all are going to work on a project that they have started, but they need your help to finish because you see you have transformed and you now hold wisdom that can be used to continue to build and grow this very sacred space that they have built. And so for a while, I will stop talking and allow you to be connected with your breath and imagine yourself playing with your inner child as you build a sacred fort, a special place that exists for you to be in your true expression. And remembering not to hold judgment over this expression or expectations for this space, but simply allowing it to be whatever it needs to be for you in this moment. And as you create with your inner child, I invite you to notice what materials you use. What colors are you playing with? Is there any special items that you're going to include in this special place? And remembering that you have no limits, you can create to your heart's desire. And I invite you to recall as you create the item that you brought with you today and incorporate the wisdom you have learned from how you have transformed into this beautiful space. And whenever you're ready, I invite you to take one final moment and remember this beautiful space. And as it exists in this moment, taking note of any final details that you wish to be able to bring back with you. And I ask you to thank your inner child in this moment for sharing this sacred space with you today. And know that you can come back here at any time that you would like in your own practice. And so you will turn and say goodbye to your beautiful child self and turn back towards the mushroom circle and allowing yourself to take a nice breath in Bringing your awareness back to the forest, walking through with your guide. And if you'd like in this moment to share with your guide what this special adventure was for you today, as you bring yourself back to the field of grass, remembering the warm sun on your skin, and inviting you to bring your awareness back to your body whenever you are ready, taking a beautiful breath in and release, and opening your eyes whenever you are ready. Thank you all so much for joining me today on that beautiful inner child expression. If anyone wants to share what their place looked like, I had a really beautiful time with my inner child building a castle made of seashells, and then we covered the entire inside of it in Lisa Frank stickers. So that was super fun and very appropriate. So yeah, that was me. Thank you all so much. Also, I'll let Amanda and Rob share, but if you are looking to join the tarot part, we are moving into that session now. So yeah, feel free to share. Amanda, Rob, do you all have any thoughts or feelings that came from that you think?
Well, my inner child was actually in a circle of flowers and not mushrooms because we're allergic to mushrooms and he didn't want me to get hurt.
Yeah.
So she had a collection of shiny rocks that she was very excited about. And we worked together to make them in the pattern of Boo Boo. And we gave him his mouth back.
Oh, I love that. Good. I'm glad he got his mouth back. And I'm super grateful that you had flowers and not mushrooms. So yes. No allergies for Amanda. Rob, did you have anything you wanted to share?
Yeah, mine was pretty epic. We built a tree house that had the entrance of like fairies holding up funhouse mirrors and then going through those. And then there was a dragon, like a mouth of a dragon. You jump in, and that's like a slide, and then you slide out the tail, and then you fly into the air, and then there's like a carousel of dragons and fairies and unicorns and dragonflies. Like you land on a random one and just start flying around like a waterfall and whatnot.
That sounds really fun.
That does sound super fun. I am really kind of sad I didn't incorporate rides in mine now, but it's fine. It's fine. Beautiful. Becca says she took me into an old theater with a stage and red curtains. I helped her finish making a dress for her to be a princess, and then I played the piano for her while she danced and performed on stage. I love that, Becca. I love that. I would have been cheering for you 100% of the way. Okay, well, good. I'm so grateful that that resonated with you guys. And yeah, let's move into some messages. So my intent for the messages for tonight is to allow us to really get clarity on what it is that we're releasing, so we can do a round on that. And then the second round will be what we're calling in, or maybe we could go for some advice on Mercury retrograde. That's never a bad way to go. But because my inner child pulled out the Lisa Frank in the meditation. I have a very special deck that my beautiful Miss Amanda got for me for my birthday this year that is a Lisa Frank tarot. It is the Major Arcana, so I'm going to pull one card from the Lisa Frank deck for us. And if you guys are on TikTok and you would like to join us on YouTube, please feel free to click the link in my profile and join us over there, okay? Otherwise, you all are welcome to hang out and stay on TikTok as well, but just wanted to acknowledge you all. Okay, what card? Oh, of course, we got the sun. We got the sun. The sun will come out tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow. Okay, so first of all, I love this card because it has a beautiful rainbow pony with a rainbow turtle on its back, butterflies, all the color roses, and the sun. So if you are unfamiliar with the tarot, the sun card is about happiness from the inside and how that happiness ripples into your world. So being able to really be just surrounded by your joy. And I love that this is the first card that we have for tonight, because I really feel like, especially with all the transitions that we are working through, is that we're really at a place of being able to be in our authentic expression. And if you want to be a rainbow horse with a rainbow turtle on your back, then be a rainbow horse. That's okay. Like, I don't even know, she kind of looks like a cheetah horse, and that's cool. That's even more cool. So just allowing yourself to be patient with whatever amount of time it takes for you to find out what that expression looks like, and to let yourself practice and play and figure it out along the way. You don't have to just wake up one day and know how to express yourself and know what your inner child wants and needs. It's a process. So allowing yourself to take the time to do that, and just recognizing the joy that you have in your life. But this is a very good card to start for the night, allowing us to see how much joy we truly do have in our lives. So I'm going to go ahead and pass along to one of my other beautiful. So Amanda, of course, you got it, sister. Go for it.
So I pulled it's the Mother of Pentacles in this deck, but it's the Queen of Pentacles. So we are standing in our power and calling in our abundance, which is amazing. Queen of Pentacles is basically knows who she is and knows what she wants and knows how to get it and doesn't take no for an answer. So that's where we're at right now.
And she's a deer, which is a really beautiful sign for me too. So yes. Okay, Rob, your turn.
Yeah. So 2 cards came out, my Dragon Tarot. First one is 10 of Pentacles, where, you know, everything that you've wanted has manifested. And then also there's the 8 of Cups as well, where you're journeying and you might be passing by the things that are ultimately calling out to your heart. And so, and then earlier I pulled out a patience card. So ultimately, I think, you know, you have manifested everything that you have that you've needed in your life up to this point. And, you know, finding the patience instead of, you know, continuing to move forward and walk past all that you have manifested is feeling like what the message is coming through there.
Beautiful message. Beautiful message. Okay, so I pulled some angel cards. I thought I've been really on a kick with these angels lately. So the big card that came out first, which I think it's funny because this card has been following me around for months, but it's the Earth Angel card. And I love, love, love this card because it's such a beautiful reminder of how special you are just by being you, just by being you. You don't need to be anything other than you to be special and to be someone that can offer love and support to others in the world. And like the beautiful people that are in this amazing space right now, Rob, Amanda, my lovelies in the chat, you guys, all of you know exactly how to be able to show this love and support in a way that is absolutely magical, and know that that's a gift. Your love is a gift that is absolutely worthy of being received and being shared as well. And the card that came with it is Speak Your Truth, Archangel Gabriel, which I find really interesting because this is almost an opposite energy. She's very fierce and strong and passionate. This is fiery energy. It's a water and fire. You know, they both serve their purposes. And so I think the big message that, if I can just gather it for the full moon, is being able to see how your ability to be connected with your emotions and your truth and being able to speak it and share it is what gives you this superpower of being able to help support the people in your life. You wouldn't know how to show up if you hadn't been in a place of, you know, needing that or being that for someone else. And so being able to see how your path, the things that you have been through that have changed you and allowed you to transform into who you are today, it's been a journey, it's been a path, and you've gained this fierce energy, you've gained this ability to speak your truth passionately and successfully because of the, you know, warrior spirit that you have held on to be able to grow and shine. And I laughed because the card that I was like, okay, one more clarity, please, because I normally like to do things in 3. And the card that came out was Don't Hate, Meditate. And this card keeps coming up for me. And I laughed because before we started, I asked Amanda, I was like, should we do a meditation or should we just skip to cards? Because, you know, we want to do the cards. And no, we need to meditate, you guys. It's important. Like, whatever it needs to look like for you. It doesn't have to be Om and sitting if that's not what works, but just allowing yourself to create that space to clear your mind. And also, this has been another huge message that I've been getting lately, is knowing that meditation does not have to have a purpose to, like, I know if you guys join me for my guided meditations, we typically go somewhere and we're on a healing journey. They do not have to be that. It is okay to meditate and just allow yourself to clear your mind and find peace and whatever it is that it needs to be for you, because the important part is that you are taking time for yourself to heal, to go within, to allow yourself to learn and grow. And so don't keep yourself from doing it just because of all the excuses that your ego tells you about why you can't do the thing. Just do it in whatever way works for you. And bring that compassionate, loving, earth, fire, water energy forward. So
Okay, so before I read my cards, I have a message specifically for Kristen. Because every single time you say the word meditate, I get the exact same song in my head. So I'm supposed to let you know about it.
Okay, I'm excited.
Song, but it's the one that goes, clear your mind, then the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow. Somebody will put it in the comments for me. But you need to start listening to that song, because every single time you start talking about meditation, that song starts popping up.
Okay. Well, you got to let me know because I don't know the song, but I want to hear it. So please, if you guys know what song Amanda's talking about, drop it in the chat. Let me know.
So somebody will know exactly what song it is. Okay, the cards. So we got Shark, swim away from the situation. Tree, let them go. And then Voyage, you already have all the answers. So what I asked with these cards was the advice we need to get through Mercury retrograde. And although it says let them go, I don't think for most of us in here it's necessarily a person. It's just everything that we've been holding onto through our healing journey, because that's the message I've been getting lately, is that there's so many of us that are being super stubborn with our healing and just not wanting to let go of our everything that we built up to protect ourselves. There's certain aspects of that that we're not wanting to let go of because they're security blankets and we don't need them anymore. So like we need to let that go and let the past go and move away from all of that so that we can go on our voyage, because we already have everything we need. We've already done the amount of healing that we need. We don't need those tools anymore. We have the new tools in order to move forward. So that's what the Mercury retrograde is all about, is letting go of those last things that we're kind of clinging to so that we can move on to this new cycle that we've already started and get all of the abundance that's just sitting there waiting for us and move into the next chapter, essentially.
Rob, did you have a card you wanted to share? Thank you, Amanda. That was beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. So I was still, so with the dragon card, the dragon tarot cards I had before, the 10 of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups, like you said, Amanda, you know, we already have everything that we need. And the 8 of Cups here has the energy of lack of discipline. And so with my newest cards that I just got, which are unicorns, I asked, how can we reinforce this discipline? Because it seems like, you know, every time, you know, we do manifest everything and get to that state of knowing that we have everything that we need, we lose that discipline, and then we keep traveling down the path and building from scratch again. And so to reinforce that, there's the unicorn here. It says not a tree, and it says roots. So from the book, it says transformation. You take shade underneath a beautiful tree along your journey, resting along your path. The boughs sway in the wind with a calm and soothing sound as the branches shudder and twist to take a new form. This is no tree, it is a unicorn. The unicorn tree enfolds you in its shade and wraps its roots around your feet. You are loved and supported. Meditation, feel the earth beneath you as the spirit of the unicorn tree invites you to lay down and rest among its mighty roots. Allow yourself to let go and be held and supported. Stay here for as long as you wish. You are never alone. Affirmation, I am firmly rooted, held, and supported. I am nurtured in every step I take. Action, hug a tree. It doesn't matter if anyone is looking. Go feel a tree. Gaze down at the roots and spend some time there. The roots that grow underground are as big as the tree that you see towering over you. Acknowledge this. So reinforcing this discipline definitely feels like, you know, finding that gratitude for where you have grounded yourself, where your roots have drawn into the earth and grown as deeply into the earth as it said, as above so below. And with that as well, there's also this cat unicorn. It says not a cat, and it says hunting. So I feel like the message coming through with these cards is, you know, find gratitude for the roots that you have put all the effort in. You know, you've manifested everything once again, and with that lack of discipline that follows every time, we need to definitely acknowledge the roots that we have put down instead of uprooting them. And instead of travel, we can explore and do whatever we need to do, but make it a mission. Go out hunting, bring it back to your home base instead of having 2 to 20 different home bases where you spread yourself way too thin. And definitely condense and reform that energy into a much more intentional way.
Beautiful. Thank you, Rob. All right, I say let's go around one more time for collective messages, and then if you guys are up to it, open the space for individual messages for all of my beautiful souls in the chat. I know full moons can be a little bit overwhelming, especially if we're going to add a little Mercury retrograde. So I would love to be able to offer some guidance and support for anyone that would like it tonight. So definitely want to stick around for that. And I'm going to take this moment as well. If you are watching this, please do feel free to connect with Rob, aka Johnny Bloom Lives, as well as Amanda. You will want to connect with them. Their links will be listed down below the video. And don't hesitate to reach out to me as well. We all offer beautiful services and we love connecting with you all. And don't hesitate to like this video by clicking that thumbs up button and subscribing to this channel if you have not already. All right, so my last collective message for each and every one of you is a message of what we are releasing and what we are stepping into. Okay, so what we are releasing, and this is beautiful, is the Hermit and the King of Swords. And I love this Hermit. It's one of my absolute favorites. Beautiful white stag. And the King of Swords. And this King of Swords gives me hardcore Emperor vibes because he's holding on to this sword very similarly to the Emperor in this deck. And so what this message says to me as far as what we are releasing, what we are leaving behind, whenever we experience a full moon, our cups are full, and it gives us an opportunity to allow us to release and relieve ourselves of anything that is stagnant and stale within our cup so that we may begin to refill it fresh and new. And so what you are walking away from and leaving is this stagnant energy of feeling like you have to be withdrawn, you have to be defensive, you have to stand up. It's like that need to be, I'm going to fight for what I have to believe in, but because I'm fighting against people. But no, you are no longer, you've had this realization of, I am no longer in competition with others. I'm not fighting with others. We are all working together to be able to accomplish this goal. And so you are releasing that feeling of needing to be separate or withdrawn or draw lines or place boundaries in relationships and connections that you have, because you're seeing how they work in a way of adding worth and value. And also, I feel like too, walking away from not backing down from your truth or speaking your truth, but just no longer feeling this need to hold on to it tightly and have it be your sword that dictates how you act and how you exist and live within your life, but rather allowing it to just be and finding the freedom to open your wings and fly into the direction that you feel called. And then what you're stepping into is the Magician, which Cinderella in this, and I love that her pumpkins have grown because pumpkins take a lot of patience for them to grow, and she comes with the Ace of Coins. And the Ace of Coins is about being able to have a gift, fortune given, knowing that you can, succeed in the ways that you desire. So you're now being able to take action towards the things that you want to create and you want to see in your life, knowing that you have this wisdom to back you up and guide you. And then my final message, and then I'll pass it along to Amanda, is from She Who Laughs, which is card number 30. And I do want to read this from the book for you guys because this is a lovely, message from the fairies, and I figured it would be beautiful to share with you all. So, She Who Laughs, card number 30, humor, perspective, and mirth. There is within you, your life now, a great heaviness, an earnestness, and a sense of great gravity to nearly every situation unfolding. Yes, this is of great importance, and yes, there are consequences to consider. But this card has come to you because She Who Laughs wishes for you to receive the healing power of laughter, the power that lifts the darkness and releases energy that is stagnant, cold, and heavy from our energy field, indeed from our limbs and cells and hearts. For you, this laughter is as necessary as surgery at this moment, as it will shake loose the cords strapping you tightly to burdens you no longer need to carry. Let the light break through and laugh, as without laughter there can be no perceptive. Without laughter there can be no movement forward. Without laughter there can be a sense of deep, abiding resentment. Lift this. Let She Who Laughs begin to help you seek out moments, people, and situations that stir with the sense of ridiculousness within you, and let the healing and the release of laughter roll through you and lift away the pain at the center of your being. Its time is passing. It will melt away with the tears of laughter that fall and cleanse you free from the past. For now, the sun breaks through, and your eyes shine once again with mirth and joy. Welcome back to the world of delight, friend. It is time. I love this card that it came out tonight as we play with our inner child, because yes, laughter. Let yourself laugh. Let yourself play. Be unique in your expressions each and every day. And if you find yourself struggling, really allow yourself an opportunity to see how you can laugh that day. And I'm going to weigh very heavily that it will help inspire and encourage and uplift you in that very moment. And if you need any help laughing, please feel free to connect with me, because I will help you with that 100%. We can do this, family. So, okay. That's it. The only other thing is the bottom energy of the deck of the other tarot deck that was just sitting here is the wheel, okay? Expect everything to change. Expect everything to change. Life is nothing consistent but change, I promise you that. And whenever you allow it to change, especially bringing laughter and play into your day, you're going to find yourself being more productive, getting those things done, and enjoying life a little bit more, I hope. So, okay, that's it. Who's next? Amanda?
So, gotta point out something again before I do my card. The white stag. So the white stag only comes to me in my dreams when I am so far off my path that I need to be literally pushed right back onto it. So it's usually a not gentle kick in the behind from the universe. So that was fun. So our shared deck decided to pop out, and I got Hidden Depths. So it says, something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or a memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So the final message I have for the collective is that there is going to be some clarity that comes. There's a lot of confusion right now because we don't know what's happening, but the clarity is coming once retrograde is over. Essentially, there's going to be a lot of clarity that comes from everything that happens with retrograde. And once the clarity comes, then we'll be able to find that peace and the joy and the laughter and everything that we've been missing for the last little while going on our individual healing journeys. So it's a little bit of peace of mind. Yes. little bit of peace of mind for everybody that the light is at the end of the tunnel. You can see it. It just might not look as close to you as it actually is. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Spirit's being weird tonight. Anyway, go ahead.
Thank you, Amanda. That was beautiful. Nothing is ever as it seems. I love that. And hello to the beautiful Flash. Thank you for joining. And I love your inner child expressions.
Thanks, Kristen. I just came in to kind of jump in and ride this wave of love. And yes, definitely getting my inner child. And we had a family dance party in the living room right before I got here. So rocking that dancing in the moonlight tonight.
Yes, that's perfect energy for tonight. I'm so glad to hear that you were dancing with your kiddos. Oh, amazing.
I'll get my decks and pull one in just a moment, but I'll
You're
just pull
good.
one.
No, you're good. This is chill space. You know it is. So just come and go as you'd like. And I appreciate you being here. And I will throw out for anyone else in the chat that wishes to join us live, you can do so. The link is in my Discord. And if not, that's totally fine as well. Okay, Rob, all you.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get going after I do this message because I just did a 2-hour podcast. But yeah, the bottom of the deck, it's funny. It's actually the cover of the unicorn, my new unicorn deck. The bottom of the deck peeked out at me, so I had to bring it out. And it's funny. This came out so soon. The actual cover art of the deck, which is card number 1, which is not a dragon, but yeah, it's a unicorn dragon. It's not a dragon, and the energy of purity. There's a butterfly in there. So lots of transformation, lots of purity happening overall. And I went into the Akashic Tarot to see what we're releasing and calling in. And what we're releasing is Archangel Gabriel, which is the angel of communication, and it's in reverse. So it feels like we're releasing the need to communicate so much and affirm so much and have our results and expectations affirmed so much, and just find the gratitude of all the purity that we have culminated. And the reverse message is that Gabriel appearing reversed indicates that you may be having a difficult time where communication is concerned. You're not speaking out for yourself, or you're filling your own mind with negative words. This could be a life lesson for you, something that you've needed to change for a long time. Gabriel is a powerful force that can bring divine love and courage to your expression, and his help is yours for the asking. It's up to you to reach out to this wonderful angel who is always available and willing to help. Let his peaceful yet powerful presence fill you with courage now. This angel has been a friend to your soul throughout the history of the Akashic records. This time of confusion or disruption in communication is a perfect opportunity to reawaken yourself to that profound friendship and to your worthiness and power to express yourself and speak your truth. So figure out what you need to say, meditate on Gabriel's loving presence, and start to get comfortable hearing your own positive and powerful voice. It's time to speak up, not shut up. And the Akashic Force, which is a small meditation, says, feel Archangel Gabriel step before you and place his hand upon you. He fills you with the will to express your words. What do you want to share, and with whom? So then so that's what we're releasing, and what we're calling in is the King of Keys. The King of Keys here. The keys are a suit that represents values, wealth, and success, abundance, and whatnot. And so the King of Keys, upright, he rides a splendid horse towards a great castle in the distance. He is happy and at ease as he travels home. This is an entrepreneurial man with civil or commercial authority. He is confident, astute, and perhaps overly focused on his work or career. Though he can be very thoughtful and helpful to you in business or financial matters, he is often more goal-oriented than people-oriented. Keep this in mind if this man turns out to be a love interest for you or another. Whether the King of Keys represents you or another, be on the lookout for a major promotion, a heightening of income, or a furthering of career achievements. Careers in finance, real estate, or business are typical for the King of Keys, but management in any industry can be forthcoming. This may also be a good time for self-employment and business expansion for you or a man in your life. And so with the Akashic Force on this card, if you would like to participate, small meditation says close your eyes and feel yourself step into an important position of power and wealth. You become the King of Keys, and you feel yourself straighten and lift with a new strength and authority. As you survey your world, decide which part of your life you would like to approach with a greater sense of rulership. So, yeah, definitely feels like, releasing or finding the strength to communicate properly, to be able to call in these new positions of power and our new level of abundance to bring in for this new year with all the purity and everything that has manifested with the previous year. And I'm pretty burnt from the last podcast, so I can't channel too much more.
Thank you so much, Rob. That was an absolutely beautiful message. I love the Akashic deck. I'm always grateful for those beautiful, beautiful messages. So, and I really appreciate you joining tonight, even though you did a 2-hour live with Sifu. That's amazing. You're going on like 3 hours today. So thank you so much for sharing those messages with us. And yeah, very grateful to be here and to have your wisdom, and thank you for sharing. And if you take a break and we're still going, you're welcome to join. You know where the link is. But we send you all of our love for the rest of the evening. And yeah.
All right, yeah, thank you for this space. I didn't even know, I just checked, and it was like divine timing too. We ended and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll hop in there for a little bit. So thank you for holding this space. I hope you have the rest of your guys' night.
Rob, do you want a message before you leave?
Sure.
Do you want a message before you go? Since we are going to be moving to individual messages, and then I'll let Flash share a card. Go for it, Flash. Go for it.
Yeah, I just pulled a few cards. Definitely felt called. So I pulled from my White Light Oracle deck, and I pulled Theta of Venus. And basically, the message from this card is, Venus is our morning and evening star. So she's a star of transition. And the more we kind of focus in on that light and allow that to come in, it can help us ease through these transitive times. Oftentimes, though, like, she is connected to the earth in many ways. And so that part of us that's connected to Venus connects us to the stars as well. And there's times where we feel like we don't want to be in this body and we just want to go up to the stars. We just want to be on our path. But the reality is that we still have the work to do here and we need to be in this, but we can still channel that energy. And so from my wild offering cards, I did pull mistakes, body, and impatience. And so the message I'm getting is, as we go forward, this transition is pulling us back towards, the path we're meant to be on and how to realign with that divine element within us and kind of creating a new path. But it is a major transition, just as like going from the evening into the dark, we're coming into the dawn, but there's still the coldest part of the night is like right before the light comes. And so you're going to be feeling a bit of impatient right now. You just want to get to that end point. You just want to see the light on the horizon. But don't neglect your physical self. Take time for that self-love. Make sure that you're listening to that. And if you make mistakes, that's okay. That's part of the learning process. In fact, you're supposed to be making the mistakes right now because it gets you through that part and allows you to get that much closer to the horizon. So there's my message. Thank you.
That was really beautiful, Jessica. Thank you so much. Yes, patience. Lots and lots of patience required currently.
I don't want to.
No. That's why we're playing with our inner children tonight, because if we must be patient, we will play while we find our patience.
I like that.
Okay, so I have a little story I want to share with you guys, and I don't know why this is coming out right now, but I went to go take photos of bubbles in the snow because you guys seen the videos where they freeze and it looks all cool, and I was really excited, inspired, and I was like, I'm gonna go at sunset, and these bubble pictures are gonna be so amazing. You guys, the bubbles did not freeze. I don't know why. There's snow all over the ground. The bubbles did not freeze, and I went out and I blew the bubbles, and I was like, okay, maybe if I just wait a while, they'll start to freeze, and I can catch it on camera, at least get a good picture or whatever. No, I sat out there for like 15-20 minutes freezing. I was cold, but the bubble, however, was not super cold.
Yeah, it's got to be like minus 15 Celsius in order for the bubbles to freeze. Yeah. So it's got to be like super cold.
So maybe it's a message of understanding where your patience is actually justified, and maybe you're being patient for things that are not not realistic. Beautiful. So thank you, Jess. All right, so Rob, I know you're ready to get, so I'm going to give you a reading, and then we can go ahead and get started with the individual readings for tonight. So if you are here in the chat, we will play some games. We'll have some fun. The queens you see on the live tonight, we're going to have a blast. So, but Rob, my beautiful Rob, before you go, look, it's a message, okay? And I'm going to give this to you in the best way I possibly can, but you did get the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and they both had their own piles. So the way I'm reading this is, a divine counterpart, a partnership. And what really comes forward is that like desire to have it be something that is well worked towards, and something that it's like both are creative and both are able to follow their passions, and being able to be productive from those passions, and really finding this balanced give and take. And what came forward for the masculine side is the Six of Swords in reverse. And so what this is saying is that the masculine energy, and this, if you're watching this, and this can be physical person or just your energy, take what resonates. But your masculine energy is finding a bit of resolve from the grief that you've experienced in the past, not feeling the need to really hold on to that grief so much as an identity as maybe you have in the past. And because you are releasing that pain, that those memories or whatever may be causing that, you're creating this beautiful space around you to be standing in your creativity, to be in this place of moving at a pace that is directed by you and your desires, rather than the wounded parts of yourself that are driving you or pushing you or whatever they may be. So really seeing a very healed energy for the masculine energy. And then what comes up for the the feminine energy, the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is being able to be expressionate from your creative passions. So being able to have the things that really light your spark be what drives you. And this energy came forward with the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about abundance and picking your fruit, the being able to receive what you have put in. And what's interesting is that it came with a tower, moment. And so it's almost like seeing how, the feminine energy is really in a place of having everything be transformed and fall apart so that it can be ripe fruit. It's almost like what I'm seeing is the sour fruit, the bad fruit will fall naturally from the tree, and the ripe fruit that's meant for you, that is worth the picking, will be there once all the rotten fruit has fallen from the tree. And so seeing that kind of metaphor for you for that. And then the bottom of the deck is the World, which is beautiful. I love this world. This also has a hummingbird in it, which I know is a beautiful sight, and it's a full moon. Look at that. And so seeing how you are navigating the road moving forward, and you're standing in a place that is balanced and with much wisdom. So just continue allowing yourself to go in that direction and find the flow. And if spirit is giving any advice, it's to just continue allowing your emotions to be what you are connected with, that helps you find the clarity, while not finding your power from your emotions rather than having them be what sink you, if that makes sense. Okay, that's it. Thank you, Rob.
Bye,
Thank
Rob.
you.
Good night.
Have a good night. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Okay, so family, let's go ahead and do readings. So anybody else, Becca, or oh my goodness, why Becca's not even in this Zoom room.
I created a new pun with your name, Pinocchio. Oh, Pinocchio Dokely.
Pinocchio Dokely. I'm cool with that. Pinocchio Dokely. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Flash, did you have any other cards you wanted to share before we went into individual? Did you have any other final collective messages?
That's pretty much it. I have. Yeah, I think that's it. Just loving companions. Actually, this is sitting on my desk. I make loving choices about who I spend time with. I lovingly release the harmful people within my life. I create space and time to share with people who actively love me. So, always an important message. And I think just in the small ways, small 5 minutes here and there to connect with those who do feed you, like right now. Thank you.
Yay. I love it. Love that. Thank you. All right, my beautiful souls. What do we want to do? I don't know. What kind of game do we want to play? I really liked the Pinocchio says, but I don't think we can turn that into a card pulling thing. So, do we want to pick a color? Colors are normally a pretty fair spot. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I have my lights, so I vote colors.
Okay.
I'm totally cool with that.
Jess, you looked like you had an idea. I saw it on the tip of your tongue.
Well, I'm trying to think of something that's not too complicated, because I always loved like ice cream flavors or character, because we're like doing our inner child. I'm trying to think of like maybe a childhood game, but that can be really too wide space. I think colors is good.
Okay.
People are already guessing. So it's good.
Okay, wait, we've got to pick our colors. What if I wanted to do mint green? Okay, I can't do that. Okay, so if you've never played the game, if you would like a reading, the way that this works is the beautiful readers will pick a color in their mind and we will pew it to you, and you will type in the chat your guesses of what you think the color is, and when you guess the right one, you get a lovely reading from one of these beautiful, amazing souls. And it can be just a card. Each reader does their own thing differently. So also, side note, hello to everybody that has joined in that we haven't gotten a chance to say hello to. I think Bring Me to Life Network is here. Hello. And so is beautiful Lizzie. And yes, Becca, that was me calling you out to be in the Zoom room, but I totally get it. Here's the thing, fam. Look, if you want to be on the Zoom and you're not feeling super confident, just get a onesie, put the hood on, and bam, you're it. So anyways, okay, let's do this. I've got my color and I'm pewing it to you now. Pew 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 pew. Okay, but let's do it. I know you all would like to throw your colors. I feel like we could play Pinocchio Says while we wait.
Okay.
Okay, Pinocchio says, touch your nose. Pinocchio says, stick out your tongue.
Oh, Becca got mine.
Okay, Pinocchio says, pull your ears. Now go, ah. Okay, Pinocchio says, give yourself a hug. Pinocchio says, take a drink of your water.
I don't know.
Oh, Flash does not water. Okay, Blue, I'm exhausted. Peace, peace. Have an amazing night. Love you, Lizzie. Have a good night.
Lizzie.
Yellow, purple, burgundy. My color has not been picked yet.
Mine is not. I have to go get water and do a quick tuck-in. I'm going to type it in the Zoom chat, and so if someone gets it, you guys can
We
let me
got
know.
you.
And I'll be back shortly.
Keep guessing. All right, Pinocchio says, put your favorite crystal on your nose.
Okay, wait, I gotta find it.
Pinocchio says, smell your favorite crystal.
Mine looks like bubblegum.
Pinocchio says, put your crystal down and smile real big. Now frown. Ah, I got you.
No one ever gets me.
Yay. Oh, that was good. Okay.
That was me fully not paying attention.
Hey, if it means I got you and we had a good laugh, that's all that really matters. Okay. Yellow, pink, wait, purple, burgundy, teal, orange, red. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. You guys, I didn't pick a hard color. Do. Pinocchio says to do finger dance. Oh, Amanda got and she's not doing her finger dance too. All right, that's okay. You know what? The real winner here is you, because you are participating in this beautiful space. Red, white.
Only someone could guess my color.
I know. Oh no, what color is it? I know, I'm really having a hard time with my color too. I don't know what it might be. Brown. No. Keep guessing. Amanda's has been guessed though, so we could do it. We could let Amanda do her reading while people continue to guess.
That's a good call. I almost picked pink.
Yeah, pink's a good choice for sure. Okay, continue with your guesses. And Amanda, if you'd like to go ahead and offer your reading, you can do so.
Becca, do you have a specific question or just general? Because the cards already picked you. Suddenly, everyone's guessing turquoise.
Jen got mine. Yay. All right, Jennifer.
Okay, since Jen got both of ours, I'm gonna let Flash do Jen's, and I'm gonna do Flash's because Flash was the second one to guess turquoise. So,
Awesome.
Orders.
And while Amanda's getting ready, Jennifer, did you want a certain deck? I'm like, I could do my Wild Offerings. I'm kind of also feeling my Green Witch Oracle, or I could pull one from my White Light Oracle. So if you have a preference, if not, I'll just kind of go with what I'm being called to.
Okay. Okay, that's the order. It came out weird and Spirit had me switch the order. Okay. So, Becca, you have been feeling torn apart lately and completely, literally beside yourself. That is because you need to listen. Your elephant is telling you to listen. So you've been getting a lot of messages, and I mean a lot of messages. You've not been listening to any of them. You need to start listening. You are very magical, and you have access to all the magic. You literally magical map shifter. You create your reality. You have all the power. And I apologize for my kids screaming in the background because they went to bed 2 hours ago. But you have all the power. You already know what needs to be done and you're already doing it. You just need to have the belief in yourself that we all have in you. And know that you're already on your path and you're already creating the life that you desire. You just need to let go of that little inner voice that's been telling you lies. You're listening to the wrong things. Listen to the messages that you're getting. Listen to your intuition. Listen to everything that your heart says to you. You're listening to your shadows and your doubts and all of those things that have been programmed into you, and you're not listening to yourself and your guides and your spirit team. And that's why this is happening. You are powerful. You're very, very powerful. So you need to start flipping the switch and listen to yourself, because you're already doing it. You just need to get back in tune with yourself, essentially. And I'm making you cry because that's what I do. Because you need to start listening. There's your message. Danielle, let you know.
Amanda, I'm sure if Becca's in the same alignment with me, I appreciate when you yell at me because it's always needed. It's always with love. It would be different if it was not, but it's always with love. So, yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. Flash, my dear, would you like a specific reading or a general reading?
Oh my gosh, that's a good question. I guess I have so many questions. I'm just trying to figure out where the path ahead lies and going into the unknown. I suppose it's general in that regard.
Okay. Into the unknown.
To the unknown. It's kind of the same thing. And Jennifer, I see you typed in a question, which is kind of funny because I was just drawing cards for a general and they kind of line up with relationship, which it's not really a love reading. So I was kind of picking up on friendship as well. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into yours. Well, the first ones I picked up were abundance and impatience and change. So there's that impatience card again. We're all feeling like we really just want what we feel like is coming, the abundance to just be here already. But there's still some steps we have to go through. There's still transition and change. So that definitely is kind of focusing on what's happening in the collective is very much happening for you right now. And it is really frustrating at times, but if you can, don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. So that's all it has to be, just the first step in front of you right now. And then I did pull from my Green Witch Oracle as well. And the first one that came out was trust. And that one is about kind of trusting in the people around you at this point in time. And through that is continuance. And apples specifically relate to relationships. And they can be love relationships, but they can also be work relationships or friendships. And the final one I pulled out was hope. And this one suggests that with these relationships, there is a period where just kind of sitting with yourself and slowing down a bit to really tap into your inner feelings. And it comes back to this trust element is where when you do that, the continuance and the connection between the two will cultivate the kind of friendship or connection that you might be looking for or questioning or doubt. And this could also relate to I am getting just a little bit of like a not necessarily love reading, but yeah, that deeper connection with a partner of some sort that I'm picking up on this. It's not necessarily, it's a deeper connection. Maybe it's a new friend, or maybe it's an old friend that you're trying to connect with, but there can be something that goes pretty deep here is what I'm picking up on. And I feel the word love, but I'm not sure it's romantic love, but I feel that word strongly coming up. So I know that I hope that answers your question in some way, but yes, absolutely. There's time of change happening, and trust yourself, but take the time to really sit with yourself and not try to focus so far ahead on that big picture, but just one step at a time. Let me know if that helps. If you need me to pull another card, I'm happy to do that for you too.
I love that. Thank you, beautiful. And I think I see her. She says, "You are tracking, Flash."
I'm so glad.
Awesome. All right, my dear. So for you, I pulled, and I pulled a little bit of guidance, but I did want to clarify because I was finishing it, and then I said, okay, what's one last like bit of wisdom? Because I always like to leave you with a bit of wisdom, but they're having me start with it instead of end with it. And it's the Two of Wands. And I love this for you because this is all about going off into the unknown. Look at this. You know, you've built your adventure, you've gathered your tools, you have your vision and your path, you know where you're going, and you're taking these, you know, you've essentially, it's the energy of making a choice, and where the fork in the road, taking the fork and making the decision and going off, and understanding that as you go off, that other decision is left behind so that you can move forward into the big new adventure. And so I think the big message that they're sending me with this is seeing like where you need to allow yourself to honor the release that happens as you accept and welcome this path that you are choosing and stepping forward into, and seeing that, you know, it's interesting because there is not a sun in this card, but what it's walking into has very sun energy. So it's a very joyous, you know, movement. It's just completely undefined, and that can make you feel very hesitant. But I want to point out that this character rides on a lion of sort. I'm not 100% sure what that creature is. A lion corn, maybe. And it also has little other guides by its feet. So you're not going alone. You're all of the people, family, friends, guides, being everything that's important, everything that matters, it's going with you. So to just understand that. And then for the path forward, very similar energy as Rob got with that walking away, that finally being able to see where your pains that you have been holding on to have been tying you down, and being able to release that energy and really being able to pull yourself away from it. And it takes time. However much time it needs to take is appropriate. Let it take its time. But just you're finally freeing yourself from that heavy energy. And the King of Pentacles did come in reverse after this. So it's like you're moving from that heavier energy into a place of really feeling like you want to be more grounded. You want to be more stable and feel like you're creating from this earthly place, this grounded place, but also something that is going to continue to bring you into your abundance that you call forth. And so what the message they're saying with that being in reverse with both of these is saying that as you continue to release that pain and that old energy, you will naturally step into this more grounded energy. You will find it will be, they're showing it to me as like, it will be effortless. You will just find this balance. It will feel right. And so just continue following that feeling. And the last bit, and I love this for you, is like not the end result, because where you're going, you don't have an end result. It's just simply another path that you're flowing onto, right? We don't want an end. This is life. We want to live it. So, but I get it. But look, if I could say anything for an ending, this is really beautiful for you, because you got the Seven of Pentacles, again, very similar to Rob's, except it came in upright. Look at this beautiful goddess picking her lush fruit from her tree. So this is all about seeing that the hard work, this path that you're going on, it may be into the unknown, but it is into a very abundant place where you are going to be being able to reap the benefit of the rewards that you have gathered, and just being able to live in this luscious life. And it comes with the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is about creating from your passions and living your life, doing the things that you love, building an empire from the stuff that makes you want to do the things. And so I love this for you, because this is a lot of very good energy, very prosperous energy. So really just continue allowing yourself to follow that trust. If I can, like, it feels like you've really, like, you're trusting the feeling. You're like, all of my brain may not make sense, but I know how I feel, and I'm going to listen to that, and that's where I'm going. And then for you, my dear, the bottom deck of the energy is the Four of Wands. Do you know what the Four of Wands is? The Four of Wands is the union, is the twin flame union card. So the Four of Wands is like being in union with your divine partner and having that, and that's the life that you're calling in. And I will say just that the intuition, the moon was below it, upside down. So it still feels weird. You're still not quite feeling it, but you're getting there. It's happening. So just continue following that what you're doing, and it's going to bring you very beautiful places. Okay,
Thank you so much, Kristen. That was really powerful, because there is so much of this process that we're going through right now. And I thought I had come to understand parts of myself, and then really sitting down with decisions we're making have really brought up a lot of these like deep fears that I realized that I haven't healed through fully. So like that really resonates so much. And yes, it is, I am far too much up here and kind of in that state of doubt right now, but then trying to connect back with that and trusting that I know this isn't the last step, which is kind of hard. I'm trying to like skip ahead, but I know that there's more to come, and I have to do this first. And it's like, so I appreciate that so much.
I'm so grateful. I love you, dear. And I'm grateful to see your journey continue. So, okay. I think we all gave our readings, so we can go for another round. If you guys are up for it, if you need to dip out, that's fine. I want to make sure everybody in the chat that wants a reading gets one. So you guys just honor your own energy. Let's go for another round. Let's pick Disney princesses, because that's my favorite one. And it's fairly easy. So Disney princesses, you can pull out the Google and Google Disney princesses if you do not know them all. I have mine. I'm blasting it to you. Pew, pew, pew. If you would like a reading and you've just recently joined us, drop in the chat your guess for what Disney princess we are thinking of, and we can get you a beautiful reading. And thank you all for being here. Now I always want to sing Disney songs whenever we do this part. Jasmine, Tiana. No, keep guessing.
Becca got mine.
Becca got yours.
I can pull a card. I can yell at you too, Becca.
Moana. No, that's not it. That's a good. I love Moana. Solid choice. We keep guessing. Na 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 ma, da, da. No, Cinderella was last time. Snow White. No. Nope. 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 No. Belle. No. BRB. Have they guessed yours, Amanda?
No, but I don't know if it's Yellow or Shannon, but we keep picking the exact same one at the exact same time, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh.
Rapunzel, Ariel. No, no. I didn't think I picked a hard one. Aurora, Amanda, you got it. Beautiful. Okay, well, keep guessing. Amanda's has not been got yet, so. I love Disney princesses. I want to have a Disney princess party where we all dress up, but that requires like costumes. Don't have all that.
You don't necessarily need to have costumes. Plus, I have a small princess that has every single one of the princess costumes. So
yeah. Well, you should do it. If anything, we'll do build your own Disney princess, and so if you don't have a costume, you can just make your own, and you can be a Build-A-Bear Disney, a Disney, a princess. That makes more sense. Okay, all right. Amanda's was Amanda guessed Aurora, so I guess are we still guessing in the chat? Who else? Who else is there, Amanda? That's all of them. I don't know.
No one got mine.
Is it a newer Disney princess?
There is more Disney princesses. It's literally my favorite one. No.
Is Alice considered a Disney princess?
Not.
Pocahontas. It's a good choice. La-da-da, la-da-da. Okay, well, I feel because CeeLo and Shannon are guessing and everybody else has already got a reading, I feel like we should just give them your reading. Leia! Oh, Leia is a Disney princess. Snow White, I think, was already guessed. Now, you have me perplexed. I'm totally stuck.
I really just want someone to guess it. But yes, I will give it to CeeLo and Shannon.
Elsa!
No, it's not Elsa either. Or Anna, if that helps.
I forgot. Okay.
But you guys are getting closer.
Is it Wendy?
No. That. I don't even know who that one is.
Banal? I don't know that one either.
Oh, Anna. No, I said not Anna.
Oh. No. All right, somebody pull out the Google machine. Get the list. Disney princesses. Okay. Well, while people guess yours, Amanda, did anybody guess yours?
Yeah, Becca got mine.
Becca got yours. Okay, cool. And do we have any? But if there are any beautiful souls that are watching in the chat that would like a reading that do not feel like guessing, drop a 333 so we know you are here and we will get you taken care of as well. But let's go ahead. I'm feeling it. Amanda, what are you, would like a personal or a general?
Whatever spirit feels like telling me, because it doesn't care what my question is.
You know how this game goes. Okay.
Betty White. Yes, Betty White is the best princess, but no, that's not who it is.
Betty White is good. I know, you have me stumped, and I know a lot of Disney princesses, but I can't think of any that we haven't said already. My brain is like, no, they've all been said. How? And it's only because I'm not like focusing on it. What is it, Amanda? Okay, beautiful,
So
beautiful.
one that goes with my heritage.
Okay. Is it a Canadian Disney that we don't know about? I'm just joking. 100% joking.
Oh,
Maybe
that'd be Pocahontas, but no.
no. Okay. All right.
My ancestral heritage.
Okay, let's get some clarity on that. That's we're gonna Nala?
Oh, Nala's not a princess.
She could be. Could be a princess. Oh, okay. All right. While the guesses continue to come in, okay, Miss Amanda, I see you. I see you. I see you.
Yeah. See, Becca knows.
Oh my gosh, how did we not oh my gosh, why am I can't even think of her name.
My name is Merida, and I'm Scottish.
Merida. Wow. Sad day for Kristen. My bad. I'm glad. I'm glad that we included Merida. So Becca is the official winner of all of the Disney princesses tonight. Okay, Amanda. Well, here's the thing. Spirit's showing me a lot and they've got a lot to say under the deck, but what they brought forward for you, the very first card that came out is the 3 of Swords. And although the 3 of Swords comes with a lot of weight, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful card in this deck. It's this, swan that is displayed with the swords stabbed in their back. But look at this heart. It is still beating with its bubble of protection around it. Still, even though it's been through all of the things that have cracked around it, but yet it is still whole. And so, just really seeing, and it came forward with the Ace of Swords as well in reverse. And so, really seeing how your pain of the past that you have been through has given you this really beautiful connection within your own heart. And I feel like the message that comes with this sword being in reverse is that it's like you have been working on pulling these swords from your own back, which is no task anybody gave you to do. You just decided one day that you were tired of them and wanted to pull them out. You were done. You were ready to not have that pain be in your space anymore. And so moving forward, what you've cultivated with the Ace of Cups, and again, love the artwork in this deck, this beautiful, it's like this wispy, magical 8 of Cups that has all of these beautiful fishes and very kind of like creatures, and they're all working in harmony with one another, being able to really flow with your emotions. And so with the 5 of Swords in reverse. So really not fighting your emotions anymore, but rather being able to see where in the past you were made to feel like the things that made you happy, you weren't worthy of them, or they couldn't come to whatever, all the things that used to be said. You are healing from that, and you are allowing yourself to see your worth and to feel how much your emotions allow yourself to be in your own energy and in your own essence, and to feel that love that comes from filling your cup. And so it's like basically the message that comes forward for you is you are currently on a journey of being able to really welcome in the love that you have cultivated in a safe way for yourself, not feeling like you have to defend or fight or anything, but it's like you're trying to welcome in a softer energy when it comes to your emotions. And what I will say, like I said, the bottom of the deck, they didn't want me to like go all in, so I won't do the whole thing, but I sat here and I was like, okay, let's see what's going on below. Let's get behind the scenes a little bit. And it's funny because it's the Knight of Wands who is wanting to take action, who's working with, through the devil of being able to cut off your codependent energies, with the 2 of Cups being the ultimate inside gooiness, so having that love, and the Ace of Wands right next to the 2 of Cups. So it's like really it's like this love that's guiding you, is directing your actions and allowing you to step forward. And each step you take, you are freeing yourself more and more from those past energies. And so it's a really big message of just like you being recognized for the work you have put into your own life, knowing that there was nobody that told you to do it. Nobody came and said, Amanda, you have to do this or your life is not going to be whatever. Like, you just saw where you wanted to grow and heal so you could continue to expand, and just continue down that journey, allow it to be what it needs to be. And you don't have to be so strong all the time, okay? That's release that's the thing. Okay, I love you.
Thank you. Okay, I'll let Jess go, and then I will see what
Awesome.
Sheila and Shannon need.
Okay. So Becca, my dear Becca, if you were expecting a different message than what Amanda has already shared with you, I have some bad news. But I did pull. I pulled from my wild offerings and my Green Witch Oracle. And so we pulled True Offering, and the change card came up again, just like it did last time. This is a period of great change that is happening right now, and direction. So what this spread right here is telling me that there is a lot of change that's happening. And the true offering is that you do need to really sit with yourself and really allow yourself to not worry about those next 40 steps, but just love yourself for who you are right now, everything about that. And when you fully sit with that and then offer it to the universe, it's going to allow that change that's happening to turn into the direction that you see, and it will offer that clarity. But until you can really sit with that and let go of expectations that you're putting on yourself or on the world around you, this change is just kind of feel a little bit stuck or feel a little bit muddy and might take a bit longer to get through. But that direction is really coming for you. Again, it is through the self-love, and that was echoed in my Green Witch Oracle. So we have hope come up again with the daffodil. And this really does kind of represent a slowing down. In the winter time, the bulbs are under the ground and you don't see them, and you definitely don't see them flowering, but they really need that time to just sit with themselves in order to cultivate and manifest into this beautiful flower. And so we have desire. And so I know there's a lot that you're wishing for yourself right now. And this card actually does show that can come, but it is also a card of self-love. So it's not just desire within the relationship, so it can reflect being more aware in the relationships you have. But this one, I think in particular, is about the self-love and the self-care we have for you right now. And so through that is going to come the wholeness. And that will, again, it just reflects that the direction is coming. Don't try to force it, and don't try to be too hard on yourself. You are such a magical person, as Amanda said. You are magic, and everything about you is all right there in that bulb. So I hope that just reiterates, and I love you always.
Beautiful. Flash, I just want to say I love how your reading style has grown since you started practicing in this space. I love that you've gotten more confident because your messages always are very touching. So thank you. I just wanted to acknowledge you.
Thank you. I have appreciated this space so much, and it's helped with that.
Beautiful. I believe we are waiting to hear back from CeeLo and Shannon, the Bring Me to Life Network, for what they would like as far as a card or a reading in general.
Yeah, the cards came up for them anyway without a question. I just don't know if they're still here.
Well, while we wait, I will do one last collective message from the Fairy Tarot. I feel like this is a really appropriate way to end the messages for the night. And then while we do that, Bring Me to Life Network, let us know that you are still here. And if they don't message, we will still give them their message. It'll just be, they'll have to watch it on the replay. Okay. Yay, I'm a daffodil. I always knew I wasn't made for winter. Thanks, Jess. Also, side note, daffodils I love because they sometimes pop up when there is still snow on the ground. I have seen it. It's happened. Like, it's not supposed to. And I live in Missouri, mind you, the weather's crazy here, but it's like they are so ready. They are so eager. They're the first ones, and spring it's coming, and they're like, I'm here. I'm ready. So, anyways, yay. Okay, cool. Bring Me to Life Network responded. Whatever spirit wants to come through. So, okay, cool. Amanda, you can go ahead and share the message, and then I'll end with this one for everybody.
So because I don't know if it's both of you there or which one of you, it came in as two different piles anyway. So spirit won't tell me which one is for which. You guys will know which message is yours. So first one is forget who you are. I don't know if you guys can actually read these because my phone is not my friend. But it says forget who you are. This is my favorite card in this deck. It says conditioning falls away, memory no longer defines you. So this is my Alice deck. Alice likes to tell you how it is. But Alice made friends with this deer, and they're just chilling and hanging out together in this forest that is on fire behind them. Nobody cares about the fire. They're just enjoying their time together. And that's why I love this, because the world around them is burning and they're just spending time together and getting to know each other and not caring whether or not they're supposed to be friends or they're supposed to be scared or anything. They're just being themselves. And that's what this card is about, is not listening to who anybody wants you to be or what society expects you to be, but just being your authentic self and being comfortable in that and finding comfort in your own skin and loving who you're becoming, not who you've been and not who you are currently, but who you're becoming and that person you're cultivating out of your own current experiences and your path that you're literally blazing at this moment. So that's the one message. The other message, two cards came out. So there is I Want to Be Queen, which says stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test. And we're all mad here. Everyone's a little different. So this one complements the other message very, very nicely. So these two cards together, not only have you found your power, but you found your power in your uniqueness. And I think that's why Spirit wouldn't tell me which message is for who, because they complement each other so well. And really it could go either way, but you guys will know because the message will resonate with you. But whichever one this one is for, you're embracing the thing that makes you special and the thing that makes you you, and finding so much power in that and so much freedom in that, and really kind of I'm very much seeing a butterfly coming out of its cocoon, but like it's just like this most majestic butterfly that does not look anything like a butterfly. and it's got like these crazy wings with all of these different colors, and they're not butterfly wings, but you can very much tell it's a butterfly. It's just, it's a very unique creature, and that is what is happening here, that you're owning your uniqueness and standing in that, and it's just, it's beautiful. That's the message. So yeah.
Yay for being amazing and unique. And if you are interested and curious and would like to connect with the Bring Me to Life Network, they have a lot of really amazing and unique things that you can connect to share. So lots of beautiful meditations and artwork and all kinds of things. So keep sharing your amazing, unique self. We love it. All right. And so I think we are at a place in the night where if everyone in the chat has received a message, Flash, Amanda, do you have any final messages you would like to share with the collective?
I pulled some cards for you, Kristen, if you'd be open.
I would love some.
I've been so appreciative of this space and just felt called. So I'll start off again with my wild offerings. And so you're on a very different journey. I mean, there is still elements of the collective, but right now the cards I pulled are health, being enough, and calmness. And so while there's a lot going on here too, you're starting out on a new journey for yourself right now. You're kind of starting out from square one and in certain ways. And you have come to know yourself so well that like this new level is kind of, it feels completely different for you, but there is just this solid base and this solid grounding of you. And that is like cultivated in your health and all the work that you do to kind of know your body and know yourself and be in there. So this is kind of a message of just remembering that you are enough as you are, and you do have the power within you and within this physical form. And anytime you're bringing in that doubt, sit with yourself, the calmness there when you have those moments of calm, that is where you're going to need to be right now as you move forward. With my Green Witch Oracle, the first card I pulled is clarity, and it's the first card. It's number 1. You are starting anew right now, and there is a lot that's not seen yet, but it will be offering itself to you soon enough. And that is reiterated by 11, which is transition. So that is, we are going through a lot of change, and there is a lot of transition happening, but the clarity is going to come for you. And I did get continuance here because you are on the right path, even though it feels like there is a shift, and it's still your path, even if it looks completely different, and it might be completely different. There's this continuance, and this again can represent kind of that union, either with yourself or with someone else. There's growth, and it's more than that. There's something building right now, and it's not here yet, but it's coming. So that I did pull one from my White Light Oracle, and this is card 3, which is kind of your early on, and it's Obadiah, which actually translates to like the Latin obedience. And so you would think that this is a card about being obedient, but it's not. It's actually more about listening to yourself and offering spiritual resistance. And I just love this card because you are being so held right now, even though you are moving through a very small passage, and there is a transition happening, and it feels uncomfortable. You are completely held at this point in time. And so I just, I appreciate everything that you offer us and offer here. And I have good feelings for you for the future. So.
Thank you. I'm trying really hard not to just cry all over the place. Thank you, love. That really resonates. I have been going through a new shift, and it has been crazy because it feels so unfamiliar, but thank you. I really appreciate that. Very much resonates. The tears are happy tears, I promise.
It's okay if they're not. I've been crying so much lately too.
Yeah, gosh darn. Okay, the moon is in Cancer, you guys. So emotional expression is encouraged. And I'm a Cancer moon, so this is like wreaking havoc on my emotions. It's fine. But, I love you so much. Thank you. That was a really beautiful reading. And I'm so grateful to hear that everyone really appreciates these spaces. It brings me joy to be able to hold these spaces for you all. And even if only one person shows up, if it's touched somebody's day and brought you joy, then my mission has been accomplished. So thank you all for sharing these spaces and for being here and just encouraging one another. I think it's really beautiful that we are connected with so many amazing souls that just love to support each other and laugh with each other and cry with each other, and it's great. This is the best life ever. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. I've lived a lot of them, but this one's definitely the best. I'm gonna claim it. Okay, final messages for the collective. My crying is done, I think. I love this card. I love, love, love this card. Okay, the Merciful One. Card number 26. Compassion, release, and relief. There is a time to hold on and to endure. There is a time to open our hands and let the soul fly free. You may be remembering that death is a sacred rite and that learning about the nature of the physical transition that is taking place. Death is a huge taboo in modern culture and yet is a path that is sacred and walked by all of us fortunate enough to have lived. So the Merciful One comes forward with love, respect, and compassion to ask you to hold the space for those who are departing and to allow yourself to let go, either of your own self or of another being who is readying themselves to return to the other world. This is a card of deep, sacred change from one stage to another, one form to another. But truly at its heart, it is the card of letting go and the great mercy that this letting go brings to those of us in pain and unable to stay as we are. The Merciful One lifts pain, makes passing easy, and ensures we are surrounded by loved ones and respects this great moment that is. Know that a death of a kind is coming, and the Merciful One wishes the letting go to be dignified and sacred. So let go and let an ending continue with beauty, dignity, and mercy. I'm not even going to add to that. I'm just going to end. I love you all so much. I wish you the happiest of full moons. And if you need any tips and tricks, don't hesitate to reach out. I've got a million, and please connect with the creators here. If you all would like to join me on screen and sending everyone off with a love splash. I don't know, Amanda, is that a love splash? Can we love splash everybody? Okay. Love splash. You are infinitely loved forever and ever. And so it is.